Hello, friends. Welcome back to the program. We're drawing Samus Aran model sheet. If you're watching the whole series, I don't know if it feels weird for you to hear me, like every episode, remind you of what's going on. But that's something that I've kind of noticed about viewership on these longer series that I do, is that I'll have like one episode in the middle of the show that will get like 1,000 times more views than all of the other ones. So I'm kind of thinking to myself, alright, people are not sitting through the whole series for the most part. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop making the whole series, because that's just the format that I prefer. But I do just think it's kind of funny that there are people who are coming in on the middle of these things, and hey, watch however you want to watch. Doesn't bother me one way or the other, but I will try to at least intro what I'm doing at the start of every episode so that nobody's lost. But yeah, we're doing real comics work on a fake comic. Doing my preparatory pre-work and research for an official Metroid comic that Nintendo is going to hire me to make. In my mind. It's going well so far. I'm very happy with the character design that I came up with for Samus. And I've been very happy with my ability to reproduce it across the turnaround. Something I was talking a little bit about in the last episode is how much I enjoy making the videos, because it distracts my brain from intrusive thoughts. I've talked about this in other videos previously about, dealing with anxiety as an artist. And I think that you'll find that's a fairly common thing amongst artists. Is anxiety, specifically about your own work. You hear the word imposter syndrome bandied about by a lot of folks. But yeah, when you're sitting, it's a solitary activity, right? For the most part, it's a very solitary activity. And I get to come here on this channel and talk to you, and I appreciate you being here to listen to me, and I know that you're out there. Even if I don't know specifically what your face looks like, or where you are, or your name even. But I know you're there. And it helps me to know that you're there, and it helps me to be able to talk to you and kind of work through this stuff. Because yeah, making art is a solitary activity. You're typically alone in a room that, well, if you want to be kind to your eyes, it should be a well-lit room, but let's be honest, it's usually not. And you're making something very personal. And a lot of times that means that you're afraid to show it to people, or afraid that somebody's going to think it's bad. And these things, they spiral, right? They spiral out of control. And all of a sudden you're drawing something, and every time you put pen to paper, you're thinking to yourself, this is crap. Why am I wasting my time? I'm never going to be good at this. I've been doing this for more than a decade now, and I still, this week, literally yesterday, I was working on something, and I put my head in my hands, and I said, why do I even think that I can do this? I don't know why that happens. I really don't. And if I had the secrets to that, I would unlock them for you, and I would tell you how to defeat those demons. But it's just kind of a reality of something that we have to deal with. And talking about it helps. Thanks for listening to me. I hope that you get something out of the videos, because I know that I certainly get something out of the videos. Hey, check this out. Full turnaround. I even did some shading on the rear view that I'm not 100% sure why I did that there and nowhere else, but we're going to go with it. So this is cool. We have done the full turnaround. 3/4 profile with the arm, front and back. I didn't do 3/4 going the other direction, and I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to. We want to prove that we know what the character looks like from every angle. But I think we've proven that we know what that side of Samus looks like by doing this side profile. So, just like I think we've proven that we know what this side of Samus looks like from the 3/4 to. I think we're good there. All right, so model sheet is going well. We've done the turnaround. Now we're going to get to some part that I'm actually really excited to do, which is up close, zoom in, close up. Words. We're gonna do some close-ups on the face and the head, and we're gonna do some motion work. And I'm very excited about this. You know, if you've seen any of my Metroid fan comics in the past, you might know why. But if you haven't, I'm gonna show you. So there's two kinds of Samus, as everybody knows. There's regular vanilla Samus, and then there's Zero Suit Samus. Zero Suit Samus gets a lot of attention, but in terms of how Samus would actually look, behave, and act in a comic, Power Suit Samus is who you're going to be spending most of your time with. That's how the games are, that's how the comic's going to be. Pour one out for Wally Wood. I'm actually going to I feel like I'm kind of an oddball as a digital artist because I bounce back and forth between making full use of like digital shortcuts and going after like real feel pencil stuff. So we get a little close up here. We get to take a look at the helmet and the armor. I want this to. The helmet is kind of buried a little bit in the cowl, but not much. In a lot of the games, Samus has like vents and pipes on the side of the helmet. I've never been a huge fan of those. I think we're going to leave them off, or if we do them, we'll do like that. We're going to leave them off for now because I like the clean, smooth look of the helmet. And I talked previously about how I don't want to do a collar. Just kind of have the straight up armor. And we'll just close this off here like this. Just kind of an arbitrary cutaway. And our arbitrary cutaway up here will be the circle of the cauldron. I'm going to shore up this bust a little bit just to thin out some of the lines. So there's our chance to look at a little more detail, right? And even when you're working low detail, like I am, so I got a lot of love for low detail. Sure, in the big, clean, smooth spaces is a big part of the detail of low detail, if you will. So we need to thin out these lines a little bit. So that's what we're going to start working on next time. Checking out this close-up of the bust and doing some emotions work. When we get all the sketches finished for the model sheet, we will, of course, do inks and colors on everything. And that's going to be real cool. And then, on to the next thing. We're working on this a little bit at a time. And we want to do a really good amount of groundwork on Samus because she's the protagonist and she's going to appear on pretty much every page of the comic. So that's the mindset we want to be in when we're doing this pre-work. So we'll make sure we solve all the problems now. That way we're just going back and checking this reference sheet to make sure that we're carrying that consistently throughout the comic. All right. Hey, thank you for joining me today. Check out all the links in the script for different ways that you can support me and the channel. Check out this like, comment, subscribe buttons that they have at the bottom of every video. If you've ever been on YouTube before, then you know how those work. And hey, also, if you hit that little bell, it tells you when I post new videos, which is fantastic. I hope you got something out of the video today. I hope that I see you again tomorrow, and have a good day either way. Take care.